Having appeared on more than 500 magazine covers, German supermodel Claudia Schiffer is one of the most recognizable faces in the world of modeling and fashion. Schiffer left school at age 17 after a talent scout from a modeling agency spotted her in a Dusseldorf disco. 6 months later, she was on the cover of French Elle magazine. Later, she was chosen as the face of Guess, a role which catapulted her into the supermodel league. After appearing on a few more magazine covers, Schiffer's supermodel status was cemented after Karl Lagerfeld selected her as the new face of Chanel. This saw the beginning of a long collaboration between the designer and his muse. With her tall, slender figure, blonde hair, blue eyes and resemblance to Brigitte Bardot, Schiffer went on to become one of the most famous supermodels the world has seen, alongside Australian Elle Macpherson and Naomi Campbell. The three supermodels have walked the catwalk together on numerous occasions, modeling figure-hugging outfits for designers such as Valentino. They also became the first fashion supermodels to open a cafe chain together. The Fashion Cafe opened in New York in 1995 in what was one of the most heavily promoted events of the New York Fashion Week. More cafes opened up around the world in the years to follow. As her modeling career thrived with more magazine and catalogue appearances and catwalk shows for some of the biggest names in the industry, Schiffer had become big business.
I'm very lucky because I'm a model and I have worked in the fashion industry for a really long time. I know all the designers, and it's really easy for me just to call them up and say, can you please send over what you got? And the thing is, they know my sizes, they know exactly what looks good on me, what doesn't, and what I like.
Her engagement to illusionist David Copperfield heightened media interest in what was one of the world's most famous showbiz couples. Copperfield, who was said to be one of the highest paid entertainers in the US, presented Schiffer with a $4.5 million engagement ring. The mid-90s also saw her become one in a series of supermodels to launch a fitness video. Her double video release, entitled Claudia Schiffer Perfectly Fit, was expected to sell 300,000 copies in Britain alone. Fashion modeling is one of the few businesses where women earn more than men, and for Schiffer that's an understatement, as her name is as big as the fashion houses she has represented. She was even lured away from a holiday for a 4-minute appearance at a Valentino fashion gala in Rome, earning a reported $35,000 in the process. At the young age of 24, Schiffer had become the world's highest-paid supermodel, calendar girl and cafe owner, and also budding author, with the launch of her first book, Claudia Schiffer Memories, a book dominated by photographs of the supermodel. Throughout her career, she has obtained contracts with some of the world's biggest brands, such as Revlon, Fanta and Pepsi, appearing in advertising campaigns to attract a younger audience. She even modelled pret-a-porter designs in late 1995 in a fashion show held in Moscow's Radisson Slavinskaya Hotel in a bid to infuse the election campaign with international glamour. In 2007, Karl Lagerfeld played host to 600 of the fashion world's closest friends, colleagues and patrons at a private mansion in Paris during the Haute Couture Fashion Week for the launch of his Dom Perignon Honortech 1993 campaign, which featured his longtime muse Claudia Schiffer. Schiffer, who first worked with Lagerfeld for Chanel in 1990, was thrilled to be reunited with the fashion designer, photographer and fellow German native who shot in black and white and set Schiffer in various provocative situations. The photos of Schiffer were received with great enthusiasm. Today, she is still on the lips of all the high-profile designers who swamp her with all their latest couture outfits for red carpet events. And even though she is now a bit older than the average model, she's still seen at fashion events, whether it's parading down the catwalk for Yves Saint Laurent or attending as a guest. Claudia Schiffer will forever be a supermodel icon.